If you carry a firearm for self-defense, the most important thing for you is to be able to put shots on target when you need to. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Mobile, Alabama. We see a convenience store armed robbery here that goes badly for everyone involved. We're going to learn important lessons about why I encourage you to keep your force multipliers on your person, about the incredible importance of being able to effectively launch a counter ambush, and why I say all the time that marksmanship is king. So what we're seeing here is a robber that comes right in and sticks a gun right in the clerk's face on the left. And the clerk's just going to comply here. Now, if you look to the far left, you're going to see as they're arguing, the guy's trying to get his money out, another clerk's going to get a gun from under the counter, and he is going to bring that gun up and put it almost at the guy's head and shoot. But he shot over the top of the bad guy's head and actually hit a young woman out in the parking lot. Thankfully, she wasn't terribly injured. The bad guy did get away, and this one's over right there. Let's think about some significant lessons out of this one. First one, I think that the attacker here had the drop on the clerk. You see the clerk put his hands up and he complies. And I think that was the right choice here. At the very least, looking for your opportunity for a counter ambush. He did not have the ability to draw a gun if he had one on him in that moment. Compliance is definitely his best option. Now, I do notice a couple things here. Number one, on the right, you see the door open and then it's going to close again. Looks like somebody was coming in, saw the fact there was an armed robbery and noped right out of there. And I think that was the right choice. Next, we see the clerk going for the gun under the counter. I'd say again and again, I don't think a gun under a counter is a great idea, because number one, the clerk who really needed it, which was the guy in the black shirt, couldn't have gotten it in that moment. And secondly, look how long it took to get. Very difficult to launch a counter ambush with a gun that's hidden under the counter. Keep it on your person instead. Next, the clerk that did go and get the gun, you see he's only 2 feet away, and that shot should have been an easy shot, but you can miss from that distance too if you don't know how to use a firearm. That's why I tell you to get training and get practice so that you use it effectively. You notice he pushed that shot high, shot it right over his head and into a bystander. Now, it did instigate the FIBSA factor, right? Fudge, I'm being shot at in the bad guy, and the bad guy bugged out. So from that perspective, it's okay, but this was a negative outcome, and the reason it's a negative outcome is there was a bystander who was hurt. Now, you're accountable for every round that leaves the muzzle of your firearm, and thankfully, if you go read the news stories, I don't think they charged this clerk. I think they recognized that that was an accident and not negligence on his part. He did the best he could, but you gotta learn to use your firearm effectively. You gotta have the ability to put shots on target and not make those kind of mistakes as you seek to cover your asp.